waste no time. Let's jump right into Chalk Talk. We got 15 plays. Emilio may be joining us here shortly. We'll see. But let's jump right into this win over the Chicago Bears. If you'll just confirm that you can see that okay there, sir. We good?
Yes, sir.
All right. So here's what we got on tap for you guys. 15 plays. All right. This is obviously the Week 14 matchup at Lambeau Field versus the Chicago Bears. Green Bay Packers get the 28-21 victory. They won the middle 8, 7-3. We'll show that touchdown that gave them that 7-3 win. And then they tied in turnover differential. Obviously, the Jordan Love interception in the first quarter will be like the second play we show. We'll get the bad stuff out of the way early. And then, of course, we'll show you the interception that sealed the game at the end. That ended up tying the turnover differential 1-1. Still, to me, feels like Chicago won the turnover battle 1-0, although that is a crucial interception at the end. So I guess you got to count it right. But Let's jump right into the first play here. First quarter, 6:40 left in the quarter, 0-0, 2nd and 5 play. This is what we're talking about getting off a schedule. You'll hear me, and listen, I've rated Caleb Williams over the coals for these type of plays right here, where he puts his team in such a bad spot, Tim, by taking sacks that he shouldn't. And I told everybody, I said I felt like after watching the tape numerous times, I can only see 2 bad plays by Jordan Love. It was this play here, and then it was the interception. Outside of that, I cannot think of another play where I was like, ooh, that's on J Love there. He played lights out other than these 2 plays that happened in the first quarter. So first one, 6:40 left, 2nd and 5 at Chicago's 38-yard line. When you're at the 38-yard line, you're already ahead of schedule on 2nd and 5. Listen, you take what the defense gives you. I will say I do not like the play call. However, Jordan's got to know you cannot take a sack here. You put this thing at one of the receiver's feet, at worst case scenario, you live the play on 3rd and 5 as opposed to taking, I think it was a 14-yard loss and knocked you out of field goal position where you had to be overly aggressive on the next play where the pick happens. Here's a play called 12 ace, dub nasty, curl flats, T stab. All right. So here's what we got in the works with the curl flats is really, really simple. These guys are going to run, I'm pretty sure it's a choice route, but they're just going to run deep kind of comebacks or a curl route here. And what they're designed to do, I've seen Matt do this in his offense. He wants to stretch that defense vertically, get them to flip their hips, and then just come back on a curl route or a comeback. And Dobby is going to do the same thing. He doesn't get near as much respect over the top, so he really has nowhere to go. He breaks it off a little shallower. So there's your curls. And what you're going to have is 2 leaks. You're going to have a chip, a leak in the flat, a chip, leak in the flat. So you got options underneath as well. And it's going to be a stab route, which is a curl right here in the middle. So you can kind of see, Tim, it's almost like a spacing concept, which, surprise, surprise, I've been vocal. I hate spacing concepts. I want guys moving horizontally and vertically is what I want to see, not just sit down in space and divide the field up into chunks, right? But again, this is 12 ace, dub nasty, curl flats, T stab. The only play I see here, Tim, is to go to Christian Watson down here, but you got to get that ball out perfectly on time, and you'll see the pressure kind of gets to Jordan as he drops back, and you see Scoot. See, like right here, the ball's got to come out right now, but I'm pretty sure these are choice routes, though. So I'm thinking Jordan's wanting to make damn sure that he's going to break that thing off and chop it down. He knows Dobby's going to chop it down already, but I'm pretty sure this is a choice route. He could go if they were playing underneath trail in a single high look. They're in a 2 high shell, so they should both know he's going to chop this down, right? So I think that's why Jordan hesitated. And then right here, let that thing go. But it doesn't look like he's on him anymore. So you can kind of see everything's covered up. However, if you hit your tight
ends, either tight end, pick a tight end.
If you hit one of them, there's a chance they break an arm tackle or at least gain 3 yards, right, with the momentum they got going outside.
You might even argue you could hit Emmanuel Wilson there too.
Yeah, and to me, the stab, I wouldn't go there. I understand what you're saying, though. It's better than taking a sack, that's for sure. But you can also let this thing go right now to Scoot. Watch Scoot work back to the ball. Like, you got that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I get it. Nose down. Give him something to come back to.
But the ball's got to be out. And look at where Jordan's at now. Look at all the pressure in his face. So it's hard if he hadn't already made that decision, which he should have made that decision based off of the coverage and the technique the corners are playing, because you could tell, look how they played Dobby up here and look how they played Scoot, right? They're like, we're not letting Nam beat us over the top. And these guys are like, we're not worried about 87 beating us over the top. So
I like Fitzpatrick more. You're looking at the 2 tight ends, 86 there at the top. If he could have got it out right away, might have had a play.
I agree. Yeah, it's a safer bet, right? Pick up a couple yards, and now you're looking at a 3rd and 3. But again, right here, you'll notice now, Jordan goes to him right here. You got to be ready to let it go. It looks like he wants to, but now he feels the pressure a little bit, right? So he kind of drifts back across, looks at Emmanuel, doesn't have it. He gets kind of tripped up there by Rashid, and he's thinking I can scramble right. Thank God he didn't fumble right there. But so what that does now, Tim, is that puts you in a 3rd and 19 where you were in 2nd and 5, right?
Yeah.
So,
and we see that from time to time because, Jordan's looking for that kill shot.
Absolutely.
We talk about the gunslinger. He's trying to get through those read progressions, and sometimes you have plays like that happen, right? How long can your O-line really hold up? I mean, Rasheed Walker was doing everything he could there on the left side, and Jordan's just trying to make a play. So, we get the luxury of looking at this all-22 slow motion, but Jordan had 1.1 seconds to make a decision.
Yeah, exactly. And again, he's probably thinking in his mind, if Christian doesn't break that route off and come back on the curl, am I throwing a pick right here? So he's a little hesitant there, right? But again,
you almost wonder if he was, maybe thinking tuck that ball and just run right behind Emmanuel Wilson up the middle there, as the pocket starts to collapse. But there's so many decisions you have to make in so little time,
Yeah, definitely. So the next play, now you're way behind schedule, 3rd and 19. I'm going to tell you guys my thought process right here. Cold day. If you pick up 5 yards, you're probably not going to hit that field goal, right? I said, as soon as I'm charting the game, and as soon as I looked down and I seen 3rd and 19, I went shot play. Throw it to the end zone. Just throw the damn thing to the end zone, right? Give me 3 go routes. Try to find the one who's got the least amount of coverage on. Let them go up and try to jump ball. If they don't get it, it gets picked off. Okay, it's as good as a punt, right? Kind of give you guys a chance. And who knows, maybe you get a pass interference called as well. However, this is the route they end up going. They end up, the worst case scenario is throwing a pick right here. And the worst is obviously giving up a long return on the interception. But we're in 11 gun nasty. Trey left 796 Y leak TV, which a V route is an angle route. So let me draw everything out. So 11 gun nasty. Everybody's in that nasty split we talk about, right? 796 is a corner dig go. Okay, so what we're going to do is a corner, and then you're going to have a dig. I think that's right. And then the go, actually, I got that crossed up. It's a corner go dig, my bad. So you go corner, go, which is going to be kind of a skinny post, and then you're going to run a dig here. All right, so that's kind of the look you got. It's almost like a reverse dagger approach there. And then the Y is going to leak out in the flat, okay? So got it wrong again. Look at this. One more time. We do it nice because we do it twice. All right, there's you go. The dig is here. That's what we were talking about. I was thinking strike, not dagger. And then the Y is going to chip, leak out in the flat. All right. The T is going to be on an angle route, or what we call a V route. Okay. So again, it's 11 gun nasty, Trey left, 796 Y leak TV. Matthew Golden is going to run a dig here. I think what happens here, Tim, is Jordan gets caught in between wanting to go to Golden and last second trying to kind of let me go to the V, right? And as he tries to go to the V, he goes right in between the two is what it looked like to me. Now, I will say this, that Matt LaFleur said, yeah, it's a bad decision by Jordan. There were some other things off in the play, which means somebody probably ran the wrong route. However, Jordan, I love that he approached it that way. Like, you still can't throw that ball. You just can't throw it right to a defender, So let's roll the tape here. You'll see what I'm talking about. Watch Golden at the top. So think of how Jordan's reading this. So it looks like they're going to be playing some kind of Tampa 2 look. You see,
he's looking left right now. You can tell.
Yeah,
he's looking at Wicks and Reed.
Mm-hmm. Kind of working that read over there. Okay, bang. So now you see the deep corner. Now Jordan's already let the ball go. So to me, it almost feels like he was surprised that these backers got so much depth. Right? You got a Tampa 2 guy here. Right? Yeah. See how deep these guys are going. So as he turns this thing loose right here, I think he kind of short arms it at the last second and thinks he wanted to go here, seen it at the last second, and tried to get it to here, and ended up throwing right in between, if that makes sense.
Yeah. That's what I mean, perfect example. We had one where he doesn't get rid of it and takes a sack, and here he's getting rid of it a little too early, right?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I mean, he had Chris Brooks wide open underneath. If he had another hitch, he might have hit that low read coming through.
Yeah, and that's – looking back on it, you can go to that route right there, right? Of course, it's probably going to be too long for a field goal. Now you're going for it on 4th down. Better than throwing a pick. But right here, again, like Jordan, just the way his feet and everything look right there is almost like he last second kind of second guessed it, right?
Yeah.
And just kind of
almost like he knew he was letting it go a little too soon.
Yeah. And then, of course, throws it right to the defender. So, the casual fan, you just watching on TV, you go, oh, what a stupid throw. How did he not see him? I don't think it was he didn't see him. I think it was he kind of got caught in between where he actually wanted to go with the ball and obviously filling the pass rush bear down. So, gotten some of the bad parts out of the way already. Again, that throw right there, Tim, probably doesn't even happen if you don't put yourself in that kind of situation. If you'd have took the flat like we talked about on the tight end and picked up 2 or 3 yards, you're looking at a 3rd and short. You may have checked to a run, or you would feel a lot better about those backers snugging up a little bit more. Like they're kind of playing the sticks there and drifting back, and that takes the dig away on that concept. So, again, that interception there kind of put us behind the 8 ball a little bit early, but the defense stood up tall. Now, the next play is going to be second quarter, 10:59 left, 0-0, 3rd and 2 at Chicago's 44-yard line. And this is Love to Wiley for 21 yards. I love this play here. And the play call is 13 ace, Y70 safe, Trey Wright, 22 fake, X cross, switch dog, flat, 86, and an out with the 81. Okay, so that's the switch dog concept. There are going to be leaks there as well. So it's a long play call. Again, what's Y70 you see here? We got our boy Kennard playing an extra offensive line position, right? And the way I like to do this, guys, some people look at it different. They may say he's the U. I always treat the U as the off tight end in Matt LaFleur's offense. So some would even say, yeah, I guess you're going to label him an H right here. So I would go Y, I would go U, and I would go H. Some people would say they would go right here, U, Y, and then H if they wanted to approach it that way. And that's totally cool either way. So, again, though, the point is 13 ace with one of those tight ends, one of those 3 tight ends being an extra offensive line. Now, the play call, we're in a Trey Wright look, right? You got 3 to the right, at least one of which are tight ends. In this case, all 3 are tight ends. And we're going to go 22 fake. So this is going to be a fake run, A-gap right. Okay, so we're going to play fake here, 22 fake, and then the X is going to run a crosser route. Okay, so I think that's Christian here. So he's just going to kind of run a little mid crosser route here, and then switch dog with the leaks here is going to be a flat from 86. So they're going to switch, right? And a dog concept is essentially a flat, right, underneath, and then the second part of it is going to be an out or a corner. So this is kind of what they're looking to attack at. Once the X, in this case, Christian Watson, arrives at the right side of the field, this kind of becomes a flood concept. It just takes a little bit of time to develop. But again, I love the play call. And the reason it's switched is notice how these guys kind of switch spots right here and intersect. So they're going to kind of work in and around each other. Again, 13 ace, Y70 safe. What's the safe? Even though 70's playing tight end, he's just going to stay in and pass block. So you've got a 6-man protection right here, right? And it's going to be a play fake. And how many times, Tim, have we seen on the tape, especially in New York against the Giants, where we're running out of this Y70 look, right?
I was just going to say, I mean, you look at the Bears, too. They're loaded up. They're thinking run all the way, for sure.
Absolutely. So you've been setting this up all year long. So now it becomes a high-low read for J-Lo, and you're going to notice he's going to play fake and then drift right, okay? And some people call this concept drift. So you've seen the chip, and now releasing underneath, here comes that dog concept, and then you've got the crosser, which you got 2 windows to attack there. And now it becomes just a high-low read for Jordan. So Jordan looks here. All right. Yeah, I mean, you could have thrown here if you wanted to. You could have gone here. You could have let him clear and go here. I love that he gets it out quick, right? Just stay on time. Let Wiley secure the catch, pick up 21 yards.
You could see Fitzpatrick had his hands up. He thought for a second he was getting that ball for sure, because I guarantee you Jordan was looking at him and at Wiley.
Yeah, and
watch 86 here from this camera angle. This is beauty. You can just see him like he thinks he's getting it. Yeah, he's like, okay. Oh, I love it.
And then Wiley, of course, securing the catch. Wiley has impressed the hell out of me. There's nothing flashy about his game. He'll smack people in the mouth and he'll catch the football, man. That's all he does. Absolutely love it. So again, that's a 21-yarder. Guess what? That's an explosive. So that triples your chances of scoring on that drive. We're going to fast forward a couple plays here. Second quarter, 9:19 left, still 0-0. 3rd and 10 at Chicago's 23. This is Jordan Love to Christian Watson for the 23-yard touchdown pass. We're going to go, and you guys correct me if you see anything wrong in the chat, guys. I threw this together as quick as I could here today. We're going 11 gun, trips left, curls, choice pivot, F climb, all safe. So this is kind of a max protect look. So again, what we're seeing from Matt LaFleur is he's keeping more blockers in this game because he thought that Chicago, having kind of a bad pass rush, would probably try to blitz us today. So, hey, let's keep as many people in to block as possible and let our receivers go eat. That's essentially the way we approach this passing game. So the
no
trips,
block, no rock.
You got 3 to the left. All 3 are wide receivers. You could call this nub right or trips left. I went trips left. And we're going to go curls, choice, pivot. All right. So the 1 and the 3. All right. So, or let's see, the choice pivot. This looks like Chinese to me now, man. I have no idea what I'm doing here. Tell me how that works. So I think what we're doing is with the curls here, and I think the pivot is maybe here, I believe, and then curls here. Nope, we got an F climb in there, don't we? So the F.
I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
Christian on the climb. Again, the pivot, which could have been a curl route, but it's a choice route, and then your curl in here. That's what we got. All right. And then, of course, all safe means these guys just staying in and blocking. I love Chris Brooks right up the middle, boy, just sticking his nose in there and blocking again. So this is going to go to Christian on the climb route, right? But notice this choice route right here. Kind of feels like it's supposed to be a pivot, and he wants to just kind of sit down and not work back into this curl space. So you've almost got like a spacing concept in case they're playing some kind of zone coverage, and then just let Christian climb out here. And again, this goes to Christian Watson for the tutter. So you see, look at the pivot. He kind of has the pivot right there, right? But Jordan's already made his mind up. Once this defender went here, I think Matt referred to it as or maybe Jordan referred to it as possibly a busted coverage. I think he's biting there. The safety probably clamped down too, and then Jordan just throws him open over here on the backside. You can see it's a perfect throw. Just throw it up in there and catch. I love that he led him further to the sideline than up too, to not give that corner or the DB a chance to make a play. So look at Chris Brooks, guys. Bang, right there just unbelievable, man. Great job.
He can block.
He absolutely can. And looking at that early, Jordan gave Christian that kind of – he was hot routing there, Clay. He was hitting Y. He said, all right, I like the look here. I got man across the board. I think he's looking at
right there, see the hand? Watch
sure he does a Z, like a Zorro. The Z for Christian said, hey, let me get you the little hip pull on the left hip there, and you know the route, we're out of here. But being able to do that, I mean, how route master is Jordan Love right now. He's just icing them up. You like to see that because when, all right, I'm going to take a chance with Christian having that speed with a safety flat-footed at the top. How are they going to play the curl underneath with Jaden Reed? If that guy drops, it's over. I got the look for Christian over the top, single, zero man basically, and that's it.
Look at the stripe on the helmet right there. Look at that. Look at it. Oh, I'm going this way. I mean, Jordan ran a great route. I mean, if Jordan wanted to hammer that, he probably could have got it there. But I just love the stripe of the helmet. You're looking, and then bam, dimes.
It's all about side adjustments, and he's opened up to hammer that choice pivot, right? But instead, he's got the arm strength to just flip it out there. I love what Bates said there too. Like we said, Watson flattening the route, not giving the DB was nice. Right? I mean, just not giving him a chance at all. And I love Jordan. Look at his footwork, guys. Seriously. Just watch his feet for just a second. Watch Jordan right here. That is not how they teach it.
No.
But when you got an elite arm, man, that's what you can do.
Gets depth, drifts back, just kind of stays in the pocket, keeps himself open. He's not overwhelmed at all. The blitz there, how many people they have lined up? They got 6 guys trying to come after him. He doesn't even feel it at this point. The dude's accidentally holding the left stick down too far. You know what I mean? Like when you're just okay, come on, don't come near me. I can still make it.
Show him how it's done, Emilio. Show him how it's done.
I don't even know where it is. Another room.
And like Deadfish talking about, there's 7 guys rushing, right? Like you got 7 guys blitzing, but again, this is kind of like a max protect look,
right?
And that's why you've got time to get that thing out of there. And I love this too. This poor guy falls down, right? Watch number 90. I think it's 98 over here on the right side. Watch, he slips. And watch Sean Ryan. Sean Ryan goes, "Hey, but don't worry about it. Trust me, it ain't going to matter anyway. This is going to be 6. It's going to be 6 right here. Okay, you just go ahead, go back to your huddle. You're good." Love it, man. So again, Jordan Love, Christian Watson on the same page, man. They were on one.
And Jordan reading that defense, right? Seeing what you got out there, trust in your eyes too, making sure, all right, they're not going to – I mean, the only other one he's looking at is Johnson there. If he's dropping, covering Wiley. If he's not, cool. We're taking Christian all day long.
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
Like you said, flattening that route off too. That's that chemistry, right? You just trust your guy. You know he's going to do what you think he's going to do, and you just put a beautiful ball on him, right?
Right.
Yeah. Like when I call these out, when I say Z dig, climbs, Y shoot, all this stuff, 90% of these routes are choice routes too. Like we're just showing you the end result. These guys are really, they got a lot of freedom to kind of attack space, if you will. So obviously the Packers score there. They go up 7-0. Chicago would get a field goal that makes it 7-3. Now we're going to fast forward to the middle 8, second quarter, 38 seconds left. Green Bay up 7-3, 2nd and 10 at Chicago's 45-yard line. This is Jordan Love to Bo Nose Tutters, baby. This is Bo Melton on the touchdown here. 11 gun, trips left, Z dig, climbs, Y shoot, T leak with the swing. Okay, so let's get the T out of the way. He's just going to kind of hang back and then run a little swing route here. Okay, now the trips left, you guys know what it means. We're going to go Z dig, climbs. So the 1 is going to be your dig. All right, you're going to have a dig there, and then you're going to have a double climb here. So what do you have here, guys? Slot cross. You could say slot cross F climb, right, and get to the same place. And then the Y is going to run what we call a shoot route. And I think coach calls it an arrow route, right? Or similar to an arrow route. Right. So that's your play call there, right? Again, 11 gun, trips left, Z dig, climbs, Y shoot, T leak. So you've got all kinds of areas here. You got basically, if I were to light this up in blue, man, you've got a window here and then the window here. Yep. You've got a window here. You got a window here. You got a window here. Once the climb clears, it may clear open that space right there. And then you got a guy down here. And if you need a check down, if everybody bails out and they're in man coverage or fire a blitz and they leave the T alone, you can just hammer it to the flat. I love the way they're attacking space on this particular play. But
especially in a middle field open scenario, right? Most of your options are middle field.
Yeah.
And we love this formation, don't we, Clay? I mean, you got the 3 receivers to the left, to the wide side of the field, tight end, basically nub right if he's not on, 3-pointer or whatnot. You can run the 3 verts with the tight end crossing right behind it, open up that space. You got halfback to that side. You got a bubble screen. You could do a halfback screen with 3 wide receivers. So many options out of this trips formation.
What I like better than this, though, imagine him being here, sidecar right. Because you're strong right. If you go sidecar right, you can work here on an RPO look with a bubble if you wanted to. You
still looking same side,
right? But the other thing too, so you imagine that as a play, right? So you've got a run pass option baked in with a little bubble screen. And then imagine if you just wanted to check and just go, again, if he's over here and just go inside zone run, you can do that. If he's on this side as well, guess what you can do? If they start to overload this side of the field, you can go slip screen over here and you got the hat count, right? And then, of course, my favorite of them, which is very similar to this play, but a little bit different. I like to go dagger, right? Mm-hmm. And then with slot cross baked in here. And then shallow here. And then if your running back's on this side, your running back's here, chip and leak. Right?
I put the running back on a Texas route, Clay. I need some vertical height there just in case.
You're way too aggressive. You young whippersnappers are way too aggressive.
He's already got 1 vert route baked in there, Emilio. Come on now.
Everybody in the chat's going, can we see what actually happened, you bunch of knuckleheads? All right, so let's roll the tape. Watch Bo Melton. He's just going to scorch a kid. This is horrible. So this is one of those where he kind of, oh, crap. And by the way, Christian Watson's dad confirmed Bo Melton working out with the same people that Christian works out with. He actually was tested on laser. A 4.140 is what Christian Watson's dad said on Bo Melton.
I love it. I love how him and Scoot have a little friendly banter going on, too, about who's the fastest.
Yes.
You talk about guys making each other better. Those guys are on each other every week about who's the fastest. I love it.
Love it.
And again, Bo Melton running butt naked through the trailer park. And some people are, he underthrew him. I would rather him throw that ball than air mail it out of bounds, right? Yep. Give your guy a chance to make a play right here. And look at Jordan again, just letting that thing rip. I mean, he threw that from the 45-yard line, right? So that's basically 50 yards. 50 yards kind of off his back foot, just a little floater out there. Mm-hmm. What a great play, man. Love to see Bo Melton getting paid dirt, man.
Because they're sitting back there thinking, oh, we got corner 4 out here. We're fine. Let's pay attention to it was Jaden Reed on the underneath on the cross, right? So you got the safety in the corner pinching on Jaden. It's over.
Yep.
I like Bo's concentration there too. I think Jordan talked about that on McAfee today. Just Bo making a great play there because that Bo knew that coverage was coming over. And at the last second, he's able to track that ball and make a good body catch there in the end zone.
Yeah, they had a exactly, Tim, because they had a diamond around Jaden Reed. So where's the safety help over the top for Bo's speed?
Yep.
It's like that peripheral vision. He knows it was soft pre-snap. So he's got to know that guy's breathing down on me, and to not brace for impact, to not take your eye off the ball and track that ball with a hand in your face. Incredible play by Bo Melton. Not bad for a corner, right?
Right.
Yeah. And again, they really what they did there, Emilio, it's like the defense chose to take slot cross away. Absolutely. They just wasn't expecting the extra climb. They had a +1 climb, and sooner or later you run out of numbers.
Well, because you're to your point, Clay. What if it was more of a dagger concept, and Bo was supposed to be running a streak, and he's like, dude, why would I leave? Why would I run this route into coverage when the corner and safety are on that side when I can just veer off to the right and be wide open?
Absolutely. Look at the pass protection too, boys. Love it. That's solid, man. Just give him a pocket
on the interior there.
Bo Melton with a hell of a catch. That had a hand in his face too. That's a good catch.
Coach said he calls this play Blizzard.
Nice. That's a good day to call it that too, man. It's colder than a well digger's ass out there, wasn't it, man? Unbelievable. All right, next play. Nickel 3-3-5 is what we're going to show you. A little Joker 1. Y'all ready for this? We got second quarter, 27 seconds left. So think about this. You just went down and scored in the middle late. You took the middle late 7-0. So Chicago is trying to decide how aggressive do we want to be here. And it's Enigbare that stepped up. All right. Green Bay's up 14-3, 1st and 10, and Chicago's at their own 37-yard line. Kingsley Enigbare going to get the sack here. We got a nickel 3-3-5. Here comes our first Joker 1, ME fire, cover 3 buzz. Okay. And it's going to be 29 who's buzzing. So what you've got here with the cover 3 is you're going to have deep third. Evan Williams will be deep third, Carrington deep third, and then 29 is going to buzz. And then once he buzzes, you'll see him get a little bit more depth and kind of work his way back up. But essentially, he's the buzz defender, right? And everyone else is kind of curl flat. But with the ME fire, Micah is technically the Mike here, right? He's kind of lined up as a stack backer position. He's mugging. That's that Joker 1 look. What we're going to do here, this is beautiful. What have we seen on tape with Caleb? He loves to scramble outside, right? We've seen it over and over and over again. So here's what they do on this particular play. They're going to blitz with Gary or just rush with Gary, right? 94 is going to press the middle of the pocket. And then Micah is going to go this way, right, around. And then what's going to happen is Enigbare is going to kind of float a little bit, right? He's just going to basically engage and then look for Caleb to step up. That's why he surprises Caleb and smacks him in the mouth. Again, and now you got a cover 3 look, cover 3 buzz. So Caleb drops back. We're showing a shell look, 2 high shell, right? So you're thinking could be quarters, could be cover 6. Ball snapped. As soon as the ball snapped, watch McKinney. And look, you actually seen Evan Williams bluff the spur, and now McKinney comes down in the buzz, right? So now look at Caleb. Now Caleb looks up and goes, they're no longer in shell, right? The buzz defender I thought I had in 33 is actually the post safety. 29 is the buzz defender, and he's getting depth. Yep. This got to be what's going through Caleb's mind if he's not thinking about his nail polish. Now watch, look at Micah bust through, and Caleb like, all right, that's no problem. Let me step up and look at Enigbare. Bang, right in the mouth. That is so well designed by Jeff Hafley. Again, watch the pass rush. Wash it out. You notice how Enigbare actually jams a little bit here, right?
Holds up his release route.
Yeah. It's almost like a lurk blitz or something,
or a delayed loop or something. But being able to do that holds up one of his, his release routes. And 2, Caleb doesn't expect a loop 3 seconds into the play. I mean, at that point, and Micah at that point knew he was out of it. Said, "All right, fine, I'm taking out the tackle while I'm at it. You see him press him, and all right, I'm going to clean up whatever's there."
Absolutely, man.
Yep.
Love it, dude.
Great job by Enigbare, too. He doesn't even allow the right tackle to engage him. Just the patience as a rusher there.
I'll tell you something else to watch right here, too. Now, notice the touch spy from 94. Watch 94. Little touch spy. See him occupying both of them. This is what I'm talking about. This is a good time to describe this. Notice 94 isn't trying to get to the quarterback. He literally engages with 2 blockers, right?
We call that winning the hat count.
Yes. And then what you're going to have watch Gary. Gary ain't pinning his ears back and going either. Watch Gary. He's looking for Caleb to try to run out left. See him? Just kind of strafing a little bit. Micah's really the only person that's rushing Caleb here. You know what that's called, guys? And people get frustrated because Gary don't get sacks here. That's called a cage rush. You're turning one dude loose, and everyone else is keeping him in the well, keeping him in the pocket.
Yeah,
right here, Caleb saw
that's
his
Rashawn's only job is to hold the edge, right? On that play. Hold the edge.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And right here, Caleb's doing the downward facing dog or something. He realizes, oh no, Emilio, I'm hurt here.
Bad idea, because you get Micah over there on Caleb's right hand side, right? You're hoping he wants to roll that way. You get Gary on his left, blind side here. Just hold that edge. Carl take up two of them. You get one-on-one. Micah is taking out two, and Enigbari at that point has held up a release route. Caleb is in trouble.
Bang! I mean, he smacked him right in the mouth, too, dude. What a great play!
Absolutely stuck him.
And again, that's in the middle eight. That's a huge play. That sealed the middle eight for you. Essentially, Green Bay wins that 7-3. All right. Now, fast forward third quarter. Right at the end of the middle eight, Chicago starts to drive a little bit. So they end up scoring on this drive, but it is well outside of the middle eight. So there's 11:06 left. Green Bay's up 14-3. First and 10 at Green Bay's 37-yard line. This is a negative play. I want to show a negative play here. Okay, so this is Caleb to Cole Kmet for 26 yards. Let's see if we can figure out what happened here. This is on a first down, too. We're in a 4-3, cover 3, cage left, 33 fire. I love this play call. So what you're going to have this time, remember last time, 33, Evan Williams showed spur and then bailed out, right? That's what we ended up seeing. On this time, he's actually going to fire on a blitz, right? And he's looking to be the guy to kind of hit home. And everybody on this side is cage rushing. What they're essentially doing is working to this side. They want Caleb to drop back. They want him to see the blitz and scramble right into these guys.
Right.
It works perfectly other than our boy Micah gets too far inside. You'll see he's not really pinning his ears back and going after the quarterback. What he's looking to do is just engage and not let Caleb out here. If Micah plays his role, okay, right here, Caleb stops. So look at him looking, see him peeking. And now right here, 33, blowing that up. So now Caleb's going to be flush to the right. And Micah gets caught inside right there. See him? Now we're cooked. So that's definitely on Micah. That's probably why Micah, one of the reasons that Micah had bad grade from PFF. That's definitely a negative mark on Micah. Now, watch it again from this right side. So you see the cage rush. Notice how nobody's really pinning their ears back too hard. They're expecting Micah to be out here. Right? 55 is shooting the gap inside, and you got 33 almost like a rush contain out here. He's just going to push that running back right into Caleb. Now watch Caleb's going to step up. Oh, nowhere to go. Evans already got hands on him, and Micah just gets a little too greedy. See Micah work back in? That's losing the edge. That's losing contain. And listen, we got to call a spade, boys. This is a damn good throw, Emilio, by Caleb. Look at this. You can't throw it any better. I mean, that's what he does. It's unbelievable that he can't sit in the pocket and throw an accurate pass, but he does that across his body. Like, look at his body position when the ball comes out. Look at that. Right. And it's just right on the money.
Yep.
And that's why
it was a die. It really was. I mean, there's nothing you can say about it. But you're right though. We're so close. I think Micah got a little excited, he got a little worried that he was going to slip through, go underneath, and rip left. But also, Quay sitting in that middle zone, he is spying half the time. I mean, you see him stepping up right now. You know, he's wanting to break on this now. And that's even with, you have the back, possibly is his responsibility. Yeah, but he's also got that middle zone there. He's already ready for Caleb to start running.
Yeah. And that's the thing that Micah needs to realize is like, okay, maybe it'll take a little bit more time for everybody in this defense together kind of getting used to their roles because this is an exotic look. This is an exotic play. You're not going to run this play against a stationary quarterback, against a Joe Flacco or something, right? So, but essentially, if Micah knows I've got Quay there in that zone, if he's thinking that in a split second that all this is going on, then there's no reason for him to get back inside. But you can actually see him. He looks like a whack-a-mole. Watch Mike over here, guys. Watch him pop his head up. Where's he at? You see him? Is he? Oh, I got him, right?
Yeah. He was about to track him down. Yeah, absolutely.
And Quay does a great job kind of rebounding there and filling Micah's role there a little bit. But again, man, that's just a heck of a throw. So if you're talking about negative marks on that play, Micah definitely gets a -2. You talk about assignment, you talk about execution. He definitely would get a -2 in my book there. Doesn't mean Micah's a bad football player all of a sudden.
Right. He was trying to make a play. He just, guessed right instead of left.
He looked up. and said, "Oh, that cat's going up a minute. I'm gonna clean his clock."
Yeah,
Caleb was gone.
because
What if
had
we-
Caleb stepped left, Michael would have been all
he would
over
have
it.
tracked him down, right,
Yeah.
Tim? I mean, he would have been on that man.
He would have got truck sticked, right?
See?
And we talked about this all week long. It's like play his outside half.
Yeah.
That's what he's so good at. Caleb will do that jab step in and then he's out, right? Just always, if you're going to miss outside on Caleb. Make him run up through the middle of the field. He did it one time in that game, and Gary about took his life.
Mm-hmm.
You guys see that where he just panicked. And I love it too. It's a legal hit. Like you wait to slide like that, bub. Yeah, you're gonna get that frog splash.
Evan kind of did it on that blitz too. When he engaged that running back, he stayed outside of his shoulder, got Caleb
Yes.
2-step up, and then he still was able to bail out and get to the outside. That's where he's 99% from, is when he's running outside on the edge. I feel like it's some schoolyard thing. That's all you hit back in the day kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely. So again, that was an explosive play, 26-yard pass. Triples the chances of scoring. That would go on to be a Chicago 1-yard touchdown pass there and make the score 14-11. Now let's fast forward. Third quarter, 8:08 left. Green Bay's up 14-11, 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line. This is a little Z-jet from our boy Jaden Reed. Welcome back, Bird. Love to see it. So we got 12A stub nasty, 25 fake Z-jet. So we're going to fake an outside run here, okay? And what I mean by that, guys, is it's not going to get to the point where Jordan actually fakes it to him. But notice the whole offensive line, they're all going to work left. And what that does is these backers read that, and they all start to drift right. See what I'm saying? So they're going to drift in that area. When we roll the tape here, the other thing, too, I think there's a little bit of motion, I believe. Yeah, so it's going to be the Z motion anyway. So here he comes, right? Look at the offensive line. See the lean? Everybody leaning right. Now look at everybody here start to lean. Watch this. See them all clamp. And now Jaden's already got the ball. Look at the hat count. 99. I mean, he don't know whether to crap or go blind. Like, look at this dude.
I don't even think he knows Bird has the ball yet.
Yeah, he don't. It's unbelievable, man. Now this guy does, but he knows he's already cooked, right? And you'll see, I love that the way the play's designed is for Rome to go in here and dig this guy out and then let the tight end pick this block up, right? It's a little bit deceptive there. Now, Rome doesn't do a great job blocking, but still you get the job done because Jaden's so quick. He hasn't lost a step. Tim, does it look like Jaden Reed's lost a step at all to you, man?
No. That's why I'm so glad that, he had the, collarbone clavicle issue and everything, but I'm glad they did that Jones fracture surgery on him, and he's good to go, man. He looks, back like he never left, really.
Yeah. I didn't like him lowering his head there, though, boys. I got to be honest with you. I was like, Bird, just get out. Please. Yeah. I know the piss is hot. You've been waiting weeks to play football, but please get out of bounds.
He needed that first good one, though. Then he squared away.
That's a good point.
I just love the emphasis. Matt knew that he was going to be on a snap count today, but there was zero hesitation to get him involved multiple ways. I love it.
Yeah. Chet in the chat says 117 in here and only 60 likes. Smash that like button. Thank you, Chet. If you guys would, please do me a big favor. Just hit that like button real quick. It helps boost that algorithm. It helps more than you guys know. Please just take a quick second and hit that like button for us. And again, with the Bird talk about him being looking fast. You guys remember earlier in the week I cut a video midday where I can't remember who it was. I think it was Bill Huber said Jaden Reed's back in practice today and he looked fast. Right. And it's like, Bill Huber ain't one to blow smoke. Like he'll report it, right? He'll report exactly what he sees. When there you go. When Bill Huber said that, I was like, oh Lord, is Jaden Reed quicker? So it's exciting stuff. All right. So there you go. There's an explosive run. Now let's fast forward. Third quarter, 6:10 left, still up 14-11. Later that drive, 3rd and 3 at Chicago's 41-yard line. You know what? I know it's 3rd and 3. Probably need to run a rock. Let's just go ahead and hit Christian Watson for a 41-yard touchdown. All right. Let's just
love the formation. I'm sorry. This is what we talked about last time, Clay. Exactly it. This is just the scheme
formation. Money don't make money.
Back to the side you wanted.
Yeah, absolutely. And what we're talking about is tight ends left, right? And then you got our boy, the running back Jacobs is on the left as well. So everything we talked about earlier. Yeah. Yep. I mean, you can do anything. You can do drive concepts. You can do anything, man. Anything. I mean, you can do a little bit of this.
You do a little bit of that. Yeah. There we go.
Anything. So anyway, here's the actual play call. 11 gun, trips right, nub left, 21, RPO 12. All right, we're going to call this RPO 12. Here's what I mean by that. So 21, I think it's an A gap left look here. It's really a mid zone read, guys. When I say 21 or 22, I'm trying to give you an aiming point. I'm not saying that's where you got to run it hell or high water, because zone runs, you kind of find the space and go, right? I'm just trying to give you where I think the play's designed to go for the most part. So 21 RPO 12 is really simple. Okay, with RPO 12, we're going to go we're going with a flat and a slant here. Okay, that's essentially what we're going to do. So the flat is a 1 route. All right, so the number 3. If we read this off, we said 21 RPO 12, flat 3, slant 2. You go, what the hell does that mean, right? Let me explain what it means. RPO 12 is real simple. It's going to be a 1 route, which is a flat, and then a 2 route, which is a slant. That's the RPO. And what Rome's looking to do is stalk a little bit, right? Just try to walk this guy out and block him. So essentially what Jordan's going to do here, you've got an A-gap run on as well. Jordan will take the snap, and he's looking at this space right here. And the reason he's looking at this space, he knows he's got a hat count here, but if it's in man coverage and they can't get a rub on this corner cover in the 3, then the flat's not going to be there. That's a 50-50 shot, right? That's a gamble.
And it kind of looks like they're sitting outside leverage as well. So you're already kind of peeking. Maybe that flat's not there right away.
Yep. So what he's going to do is already he sees this, what I call a flat line look, right? Everybody on the line of scrimmage. When he sees that, he's already thinking the lookie, right? We're gonna fire this slant out here, but he's still gonna take a peek, because if these guys bail at the last second, you can just hand the ball off. They've got backwards momentum, and you're good to go. Now, when the ball is snapped, watch everybody on the line of scrimmage right here. Watch this whole cluster right here, guys. And also there was a hand signal given too.
I was just gonna say, Jordan check to this, right?
Little Zorro there.
Yeah, see it? Look at Christian's hand right here, boys. See it? He's doing it right there. He's not saying West Side. He's going, hey, bub.
He's going, I'm going right here, buddy.
So look at Jordan's eyes. Oh, they're firing. Are they really doing? They're really doing this.
And he said, no way.
If we even, I'm leaving. He gone. Come on. And I'm going to be honest, man. At this point right here, it was like super slow motion for me. I'm thinking, does Christian still got that speed? We're about to find out. Boy, does he still got that speed.
You questioned him, Clay? I said once the ball hit his hands, I said that's a touchdown. I already knew it. So
I was screaming Tutter on the release. I mean,
I'm the best to ever play this game, Tim. That's all I screamed once that ball left his hand.
Mama, there goes that man.
Come on.
Joe Pack Joe says, Clayton, do you know if this is the same call as Love to Watson against Philly when Love came in for Rodgers? I don't think it is. I want to say that was a crosser and not a slant, not an RPO attach. Same. It looked very similar though, Joe. I know exactly.
He did have 2 players running after him. They couldn't keep up with him. Yeah.
Bingo. So again, watch Jordan right here. Watch his eyes, guys. Look where he looks right there. See his eyes? He's going, these, excuse my language, he's going, these dumbasses.
He said, no way. They really brought the house. Fine. Here, have it, Christian.
That's it.
Dude, go back. Can you go back to the snap?
Mm-hmm.
Put a circle on number 9. Who is that on the Bears? Circle 9.
Brisker
over here.
Smoke Brisket over there. Who is that?
That's
he doesn't know what to do. Look.
Yeah. Oh. And you know what he's doing, Tim? He's reading the zone read. In case this is a read option, he's thinking Jordan might be reading the edge. And if he crashes in, Jordan pulls it and runs. There's probably an RPR attached. That's the RPR aspect of it, right? So he's got to hold that edge. If he crashes, Jordan can pull it and go. But Jordan's thinking something bigger right here. He's looking at all this real estate right here, going, Lord have mercy. I can't believe they've done this to themselves. So yeah, Smoke Brisker, right?
And his ability to just flip his hips too, because when he catches the ball and is leaning in on he like jump flips his hips, gets planted quick, fires it.
Absolutely. Yep. So again, I love the RPO game. I know there's many fans that don't like it because most of the time it goes to the flat, it goes to the bubble, it goes to the smoke. Can we stop throwing screens? When you throw those all year, it opens stuff up like that too, right? So there's your Love to Watson for 41 yards. That makes it 21-11 Green Bay. Chicago would go down, get a field goal, making it 21-14. Green Bay still leads. Now we're going fourth quarter, 9:33 left. Green Bay up 21-14, 3rd and 8. Here's another bad play. Green Bay's 15-yard line. This is Caleb to Luther Burden. This is a 3rd and 8 play here. So if they don't pick it up here, maybe they kick a field goal. Maybe they have to go for it on 4th down. I wanted to show it just to kind of, there was some plays in between where Caleb did make plays with his arm right now. In this case, it's just a little smoke screen. But we're in a nickel 4-2-5 shell. So we're kind of showing a little bit of a shell look here with the corner up top with Carrington, right? And then we're going to go Sugar, Mike, Spur. So both the Spur, who is 29, Evan Williams, or not Evan Williams, but Xavier McKinney, and then the Mike here, who I think is Quay, they're going to sugar and they're going to drop out. To me, it looks like cover 6. It looks like quarter, half is what it looks like to me. And then you're going to notice, I think, Xavier kind of drifts back here in the middle of the field. So what Caleb's going to do is just fire that thing out on what we call a smoke screen, right? So he fires. And listen, the hat count's there. Micah almost gets a hand on this ball, right? He almost gets a hand on this ball. But look at the hat count. Look at all these guys coming out here to block, right? You got 2 on Quay, right? And then you've got 1 here, and you got an extra one for this guy, but it don't matter. He ain't going to get there. Burden's going to get enough momentum and pick up the first down. Now, can Quay play this better? Probably, but let's just watch it because Quay, it's kind of all on Quay right here. There's not much he can do, right? So he's got 2 big hog mollies at him. What can you do? People will see that and they'll go, he's getting blown off the ball. Yeah, but what are you going to do? He's got 600 pounds of offensive lineman.
Yeah. And if he guesses inside, he could still get cooked. You could get a cutback, I don't know.
He can't go diving at their legs like he used to be able to. So it's not like you got to take that impact.
I was thinking about Micah on this one, like you said, Clay. He almost got a hand on that ball. Yeah. Can you imagine if he tipped that up in the air? That's a pick 6 the other way all day long.
Absolutely. And here's the other thing. You can kind of say it's a bad call too. It's not so much a bad call on us. It's a good call for them. If you think about this hat count you got out here, and plus Quay has got to, he's showing blitz, he's sugaring, he's got to drop out and then get going again to the spot, right? Watch Quay the whole time. Like, that's tough to ask him to make that play, right?
Because Quay's spot is probably field side hash marks. Like, his spot's probably 2 or 3 yards to the right of Bullard, and Bullard's spot's a little bit to the left of that. And he's mugging the A gap, has to get all the way over with 3 linemen running at him.
Mm-hmm. And again, this is that elite arm talent. You're thinking, Clayton, it's a negative 3-yard pass. How's that elite? Look at the sidearm throw. That's why Micah didn't get his hand on the ball.
Yep.
Right? So it is what it is. That's something that Caleb does well. So, and Bullard did a good job. Everybody did their job as best they could. They just got a good look. See how he's got outside leverage there? Make sure that this guy doesn't bust it out on him, right? Yeah. Evans coming in and filling in. Quay's taking on 2 big boys, right? Like, they just had a hat on you. That's all it was. Quay ends up finishing the play, but they did pick up a first down. So just one of those tough things, man. Again, that's why I was saying Ben Johnson did a good job with the play calls for sure. He teed up something, expecting them to mug. We mugged, right? Expecting us to mug. We mugged. And then they caught us in a hat count on the right with a little smoke screen. And
you're ready to go.
You better hope he can do that on down the road, because you can't expect Caleb to sit in the pocket, at least not at this point in his career. All right, so that would lead to a Chicago 1-yard touchdown pass. I didn't realize, but Caleb had 2 touchdown passes, right? And it looks good in the stat column. They were both 1-yard passes. Right. So that's kind of a little bit misleading there. But anyway, fourth quarter, 8 minutes left, tied 21-21, 1st and 10, because they did get the 2-point conversion, by the way. 1st and 10 at our own 35-yard line. We're going to, all right, when the game's on the line, think play or not play, right? Let's just get the ball to Josh Jacobs here. You know what I'm saying? Let's let Josh kind of go out there and make chicken salad out of chicken, you know what. 12 ace, dub nasty. We're going 24 counter GU, or 20. We probably just call it 24 GU. And here's the counter footwork. When you hear me say counter, watch the footwork here. It's 2 things. Watch the footwork of Josh Jacobs and watch the direction in which Jordan starts to hand the ball off. See how they start left? Some call it a misdirection, call it what you want. To me, it's what we refer to as counter. So Jordan starts right, brings it back to the left side, and that allows the GU aspect, which is the guard is going to pull, and then the U is going to pull across. Okay, and again, we're labeling him the U because he's off the line of scrimmage. I would label him the Y. And with the 24 look, you're looking to go B gap right. You're looking to go B gap right. And watch these guys block right here, man. So, again, great job by Jordan. Turn it around. Good footwork by Jacobs. Look at big 65. He's taking on a big boy right here. Bang, right? Put him on his ass. Now look at 81.
Wiley looking for work, too.
Look, bang.
Bang.
Beautiful. And now it's just
81. Love me some 81, man. What a good addition.
That's a wall right there.
Love it.
Yeah, what you got here, too, is a hat on a hat, right? Josh Jacobs against a safety, looks like. Yeah, good luck with that. Let's just power right on through. First down. Explosive run. When you hit that explosive run, all right, triples their chances of scoring. We're going to go down and take the lead here, boys. Again, watch them pull. Like you said, Emilio, that wall, look at that slant right there, bro. Yeah,
I think that one's a misdirection, Clay, just because Jacobs hopped over like twice. He was it wasn't just like a one jab, like he kind of got. Yeah. But maybe I totally.
It's in between, right? It's
like absolutely. But I love the sell. Show them over here, and then because you're holding up those two backers that are paused right there. I mean, they're looking at that. All right, now we got the counter coming the other way. But yeah, the right side of the line there. Anthony Belton has hammers on his fists. Once he gets his hands on this guy,
it's over.
Yeah.
And some people refer to this as pin and pull, right? And you'll hear me call it pin and pull from time to time. That's what they're doing. But I wanted to identify when you hear pin and pull, it don't tell me that much. It's okay. Well, I know the line's going to pin and somebody's going to pull. Okay, it's like saying that's a deep pass, right? Mm-hmm. So that's why we try to identify 24. We tell you what gap is the aiming point, right? And then the GU, we tell you the lead blockers, and of course, these guys aren't going to kick out and block. It's going to be pin down, right? Pin down. Everybody's pinning left, and then you're pulling right. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Emilio. It is it's a pretty dramatic counter footwork there if it is a counter. So
I just love that double team by Tom and Belton. I could watch that on replay. Just hands on, and because Belton's trying to get over a gap or half a gap, get up, get him upfield, and go.
Yeah, look at our boy Scoot over here, Tim. He can block.
Damn right.
Oh, getting a hand on him.
That's this is one of those plays where timing's everything. I think that explains what you're talking about with Josh with that little kind of double crow hop there, and then Jordan is kind of very poised and deliberate with his timing because you got to allow those guys to pull. You have to. They have to get over there to seal that block.
Yeah. Dr. Gonzo in the chat said Jacobs turns into an entirely different beast in the fourth quarter. Pure skill and willpower on some of those runs. The man refuses to lose. That's the perfect explanation. Or description, I should say, man. Yeah, and Chester. Vince Lombardi would have loved that run. He sure would have. It looked a lot like a Packer sweep, didn't it?
Yep.
All right, next play we're going to show fourth quarter later in the drive. 7:17 left, 21-21 tie. First and 10 at their own 46-yard line. This is going to be Jordan Love to Jaden Reed. It wasn't explosive. It was only 18 yards, but I think this is a huge play on a first down. We're going 11 ace right, Y70 safe, Z cheat to wing flat, 22 fake slot cross. So, again, what do we do with Christian all the time? You'll see Z right. He just got the can. Now he's going to come over to the Z. So there's your cheat. All right. Now, again, Y70 is right here. He's staying safe. So you've got 70 playing the tight end position, but he's just going to pass block. So you got a 6-man protection. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Yeah. And again, the Z is going to do that C gap release and attack the flat. That's Christian Watson underneath. We're going to go 22 fake, which means it's going to be a fake run into the A gap right. And then we're going to go slot cross. You guys know I love this concept, which is a dig and a climb. And you know what it almost turns
into?
Especially
out of the nasty, too, inside the numbers. I love
Absolutely. Playing everything inside out. What this looks like, it's very, very much like a flood concept. You just got to wait for it to develop on the backside, right? You got 3 levels you're attacking, underneath, mid, and then, of course, up top if you need to go a little deeper on the backside dig. So, again, 11 ace right, Y70 safe. We went Z cheat to wing flat, 22 fake slot cross. And just look at the number 2 here, Jaden Reed right off the bat. You see him win. I mean, watch Bird down here. What's the footwork in the slot? Whoop, gone. Way out the back door.
He's so sudden.
Yeah. What a great throw by Jordan Love. Just unbelievable, man. Right on the money.
Too easy.
All right.
So, too easy.
Again, there's that C gap release by Christian, little chip. Look at Jacobs picking up the pass block. Look at him right there. That don't look good. Jacob would like that. Jacob's foul line. Get a good laugh out of that one. Good pass blocking, right? And look at Jaden coming open. Look at where Jordan puts this ball, boys. Can't throw it any better. You kidding me? He throws them open, essentially.
Yep.
He wears number 10 because he throws dimes.
I need that Corey drop. Somebody do it.
Receiver by 10 yards.
That's really good, man. Really
and you like you said, Clay, 6 in protection that are all offensive linemen. You get the look of run, the illusion of complexity that we got a run coming in. Christian, he can block. That's fine. Nope, slip out. And him smart enough to not put his hand up and touch and hit that one because he kind of ran his route into it a little.
Yeah,
he is a G.
Doug in the chat said, "I'm learning to see the game at this speed, Clay. Thank you. Hey, no, thank you, Doug. Thanks for coming in here and learning with us, man. I'm learning as I go. it's a lot of fun when you can be able to kind of identify. And the thing that I learned, Doug, and everybody else in here, with the game on the line in the fourth quarter, what did Matt LaFleur go back to? Josh Jacobs running the ball and slot cross.
Mm-hmm.
That's the bread and butter, baby. Get back to what works, right? Get back to the staple of the Matt LaFleur offense. It's dagger and slot cross. In this case, work slot cross because you don't want to get too aggressive and throw a pick here and give them a chance to win the ball game. Dagger comes out when you got a little bit of a lead. He's like, okay, we got a little bit of room to play with. Let's be aggressive here, right? Fourth quarter, 5:20 left. Later this drive.
Yeah, here it is.
Here
it is.
This is Tom Brady going, how did he do that? All right, 3rd and 2. It's a 3rd and 2 call at Chicago's 28-yard line. It's the Josh Jacobs 21-yard run. Real simple. 12 ace, dub nasty, 26 toss. There might be a little duo principle here, double-double, vertical power. But really what this is, guys, I love how Jordan does this too. He kind of fakes left a little bit and then just tosses that thing out. And 26 is exactly what it sounds like. It's designed to get out here. How's the hat count look at pre-snap, guys? What do you think about the hat? Do we like the hat count? Because this play gets blown up. It gets completely blown up. How do we feel about the hat count? Let's count it off here. All right. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got a hat on a hat, right?
Yeah.
Looking pretty good. You like your chances of Jacobs getting out here. You know what that means? Somebody crapped the bed. Let's see who missed the block here. Let's watch it. So this guy comes free. It looks like they allowed him to come free too. Right? These guys are climbing. They're climbing. Zach Tom, I have a hard time believing he didn't know not to block that guy. So I'm guessing they're going to let him go, right? So now it's all about technique. This thing just gets blown up. Right here, Jacobs is like, oh, crap. I mean, if you looked at this right here, you're
thinking he's dead to rights.
Yeah. 3-yard loss.
You got 50 backside pursuing too. You got a guy in here in the mix too who's fighting through a block. I mean, look at all the hats, right? Now, let's just go slow motion for just a second. Let's go 50% here. Watch Josh Jacobs do his work, boys.
Excuse me.
I mean, these guys, they were ass over tea kettle in there too, man. There was legs in the air everywhere.
I love how he just finishes it off by running through an MFer's face too. I gotta love it.
You know what I thought of too? It took him forever as he was throwing that stiff arm. I immediately thought of the retirement of the honey badger.
Tyrann Mathieu, yeah.
First thing I thought was like, he's going to do it to him. He's going to give him that baby stiff arm. So let's watch it here. So look at Jordan kind of look left and try to get them to bite a little bit that area, and then the little toss.
That's that same thing you were talking about before, Emilio. Pre-snap, that little extra jab step to the left by Jacobs. You can see the backer bite on that.
And I liked it. I do. I definitely like that look, especially with the sell with Jordan. What I didn't like is where the D line was lined up on the hat count. I think numbers-wise, we're all right, Clay. I think him being head up on Morgan, overshaded on Belton, and then Tom's nowhere near that edge guy. And, all right, if you're going to leave him, that's not a problem. I just don't
You think Wiley was supposed to chip there and he just didn't?
It's possible, but to me it looks like he's going looking for work, you know? I don't know.
And the way that guy kind of dropped too, and he didn't really exactly rush. I think he's maybe more of like a hard flat look or something, try to sell it, and him just sort of dropping kind of maybe messed it up a little bit.
And Wiley's looking at 50. Who is that? Yeah, 58 or whatever.
Right.
Yeah. So what it's probably designed to do, Tim, is block down, let this guy rush upfield free, and then you get outside with the toss, right? Yeah. Instead, this guy been watching tape is what happened.
Yeah, he just stood straight up. Look. He's not falling for it.
Yeah. So that's what blows it up. Now, I want to say, Wiley blocking a guy to a damn water. You can see it on the TV copy. I was like, damn, somebody took somebody completely off the screen. Look at him. Just wash him. Look at that.
Stay on your man.
I like that how Jacob saw 98 too. And it's just like, oh, let me cut back and cook this guy. Oh, his big ass ain't going to get me. Whoop, slips it. Beautiful.
Oh, it is. It's a great run by Jacobs, man. This is just all willpower.
Yeah, that guy said, "Oh, I got him now."
Whoop! No, you don't. Bye.
Oh, no.
I love it. That's my favorite shot right there, though. It's better from the other end zone angle, but I just love.
Oh, you mean like this one?
Yeah, I do love the Escalade being able to just hurdle 3 guys, no problem. Like,
yeah,
there you go.
There's your screen grab of the night, guys. Right there. Go ahead, get that screen grab. Tweet it at me at Packers_access.
Quit smashing the X button trying to dive, man. It's not working anymore.
This looks like a mess. I want to see Belton's
Watch
vertical.
the little hurdle. Watch the little bunny hop. Whoop.
Oh, Lord.
Come on. Oh, sorry.
These guys are better men than me, man. I'm telling you, I was a dirty
You
ass.
would have walked right over all of them, right?
Bro, yeah. Somebody gonna need stitches in the belly button tonight. I'm just telling you right now, dude. I'm a bad person like that. But again, Josh Jacobs, man, what a hell of a run. I could watch that play all night long, man.
Absolutely.
All right. Let's go back to 75%. So explosive run, guys, triples your chances, right? We've had a couple of those. Well, the Reed, you started this whole drive with Josh Jacobs, an 11-yard run. Then you get 18 yards on first down pass with Reed, and then you got scared money don't make money, by the way, passing on first down, picking up 18 yards. My God. And then you got the 21-yard run from Josh Jacobs there. So now you're set up. Fourth quarter, 3:32 left, tied 21-21, third and goal, Chicago's 2-yard line. Let's just let Josh Jacobs finish it off. I talked about this one too, guys. I hesitated. I doubted for a second. And then when he spins off of this tackle, I'm like, of course, Josh Jacobs figured out a way to get in the end zone. It's just, he's unbelievable. So 11 gun nasty, trips right, RPO 21Z bubble. So this is an interesting one. Rome doesn't even move at the snap, and there's a reason for that. Christian's telling him right now, I'm blocking for you, big dog. So this is what they're looking to do, right? And then they're looking to get an outside bubble out here, okay? Yep. So they're wanting this safety to bite. You pick up a +1 hat count out here, and you got the bubble. Jordan's looking at it right now. He probably likes the hat, right? So the RPO attached to run pass option is a 21 look here, okay? So I'm pretty sure, yeah, right here. It looks like they're going to go 21, and then, of course, he's going to roll off of that and get in. So that's your play call. 11 gun nasty, trips right, RPO 21Z bubble. So, again, the Z on the bubble, block. But Jordan's going to go, you know what? Number 8's on fire right now. Let's just punch this thing in here. And, again, I doubted it, man. Right here, I went, dang, they stopped him. But watch your boy Alligator roll.
Come on. Yep.
He ain't going to be denied. Let's see if we pick up on any good blocks here, because it's essentially the game winner. So there's Jordan Cannon, right? You like the hat count on that right side. Now it's just going to be a mid-zone read, right? So that's a duo look. So we got a duo attached too, don't we?
Double.
Yeah. Again, I've always been taught duo is double vertical power. You can't go vertical power with a Z bubble attached. So it's not. If it's just Tom Brady says if you get one double team, it's a duo is how he looks at it. So I guess it is technically a duo call. But again, look at 65 getting in there doing some work, right? Jacobs helps him a little bit, right? I don't know what's up with this karate kick right here.
That's pretty slick.
Yeah, like that, right? Just Josh Jacobs. That's all Josh Jacobs.
Big Escalade just giving him a bear hug.
Can you imagine that car just finishing the play, Tim?
Yeah, Josh is like, "Oh Lord, help me,
dude!" He just has Mahler. He just has paws. Did you look at him just clothesline that guy? I mean, I appreciate the effort, Belton, but just a paw out there cleans this dude's clock.
Look how big he is. Look,
he's like,
go
ahead
playing football in the backyard with my nephews. Look how big he is.
He said, "Please, just lay down right here so I don't get a holding call. I'm gonna fall on Jacobs just to make sure we get in there." There we go.
He did, yeah. Let me go ahead and bruise the running back's ribs. I'm lucky I didn't get called for a hold. Not let me just hurt our running back. Oh, Josh Jacobs, yeah, here. Did Musgrave? Hold up, Musgrave getting nasty out here with a block in the back. Watch Muss.
Come on now.
Come on, get dirty. Get out of here, Lord. Yeah. I love it.
Hey, another one the refs didn't look at. Thank you. We'll appreciate it. Hey, I guess it was consistent at times.
Hey, they didn't call it on Micah. They didn't call it on Belton. Whatever. We'll take it.
I'm fine with them not calling it. Just you better do it both ways, right? Uh-huh. That's the only thing. So Green Bay's up 28-21. Fast forward to final play of the game. Fourth quarter, 27 seconds left. Green Bay's up 28-21, 4th and 1 at Green Bay's 14-yard line. I thought for sure they'd run the rock here. I really did. Yep. Instead, they try to pass, and this is the Keyshawn Nixon interception. So I want you guys to help me dissect this. I'm not saying this is accurate down here. I'm saying let's figure it out together. We know Evan Williams said Keyshawn bailed him out. That was his guy, all right? So I think this is 4-3 under, goose man, 27 front, okay? So we got a 27 front, which is basically an under front, which 20s if it's under, and if the Sam's on the line of scrimmage, okay, it's a 7. just noticed a mistake here. So got to call it out. It's not a 7 because he's not the Sam. That's the strong side of your formation, right? So it actually makes him the will. So if we're going to go, let me go to the notes here. I was studying on the fronts earlier today because I don't talk about it enough on this show. Let me look it up real quick. Give me just 1 second here. So if we're going to go with the will on the line of scrimmage, right? 20s is an under front. The will on the line of scrimmage. No, that's right. Yeah, the will. The will's on the ball. I just said Sam, and it was actually will. So we got the number right. We got the lettering wrong. So that is a 27 front. Now, when they motion here, you see the communication. McKinney says stay. He tells Evan stay. So this is man coverage. McKinney's got him now. Is that what you're reading, Emilio? This looks like man coverage to me.
Yeah, because Evan chopped down right in front of the tight end.
So now here's the assignments, right? Here, this is all man coverage, right? And then McKinney's got the motion guy here. Mm-hmm. Key has DJ Moore here. And this is a really good play call because it's designed to get DJ Moore coming across the formation, right? Let me go back to this. I apologize. So he's looking to come work back across the formation and leak out. And, of course, you got Cole Kmet, I believe it is, working that corner route, or Colson Loveland, whoever it was, right? And you got guys attacking the flat as well. So again,
Quay's on Swift then, right?
Yes,
responsibility would be the running back, right?
That's the other thing too. You got some green dog all here. Essentially, like whoever ends up on the running back or a tight end, if they stay in, you blitz, right? That's essentially how that works. But Keyshawn saves the freaking game here, guys. That's his man.
Yep.
Right. So watch when the play unfolds. Let's go 50% here. Play unfolds. Now Evan talks why he attacked the flat. When they look right here, Evan realized, oh, crap, that flat's going to be there. That is Quay's guy, Tim. Okay? Yeah. Flat. And there's no way.
To get there. You can see it.
Yeah. And he's not going to make it, right? So Evan picks him up, but what's that do? That leaves 85 running butt naked through the trailer park. But again, look at Key. Man coverage, if your guy's not a threat and there's no way you can get to your guy, go looking for freaking work.
Yep. Period, a blade of grass has never caught a ball in the NFL, right?
So in hindsight, if they were to have sent DJ on a go route, Keyshawn does not drift across and make that play. Does not happen. Yep. But instead, it's a nice play call because DJ Moore is actually open because Key chooses the bigger threat in the end zone, right? But watch Key hustle right here. Look at Key. He's like, I don't care what Moore's doing right now. Oh, crap, 85 is loose. So he picks up Evan's guy. Evan picks up Quay's guy. Now Quay's probably going to help kind of contain Caleb. Caleb's now looking to throw, and he'd never seen Keyshawn.
Just a high football IQ play from Keyshawn Nixon because he knows there's no safety help. There's nobody there. Like, what would you rather him do? Just watch them walk in for a tutter?
All right. And like Not So Cool says, why didn't Caleb throw it earlier to commit? The same reason that Caleb will stand in his own end zone and take a sack for no reason for 6 seconds. Like he doesn't process quickly, not at this point in his career, right? So again, it's a good look, little play fake. Quay gets a little caught up. Carrington's trying to make sure he covers his guy, right?
That's what gets it all congested in there, though, Clay, is his guy comes down, blocks down on the end as a wide receiver. Carrington is in the middle of all that mess, only paying attention to his guy, which is his 111th, which is perfect, but it just creates so much traffic for Quay and Evan to have to work through.
And that's by design, right, Emilio? That's by design. Yep, that's Ben Johnson. That's the Ben Johnson effect.
So then Carrington goes, should I go out to the flat? Do I stay with my guy? What if there's a shovel pass underneath or something? And I'm the one that didn't stick with my duty. And Evan right there turns around and goes, oh, yes, Key.
Yes, sir. That's when he said, oh, thank you, Jesus.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love it, man. What a play, dude. Keyshawn saving the dang day, man. And again, I don't like the man coverage calls, but Keyshawn bailed everybody out on that play, man. Everybody out on that play. Now you want to know why Jeff Hafley was losing his mind in the box with excitement? Because he realized they made the perfect play call to beat us right there. The perfect play call. Like you said, creating that traffic underneath, washing Carrington out, or tying up Quay, making Evan bite down. Because if Evan just
goes for them against Philly, right? It was a man beater against Philly. It won him a ball game. So it's not a bad play call.
The only reason it worked for us is that guy right there. So please, for the love of God, stop tweeting at him and acknowledge the fact that Keyshawn Nixon saved our ass in that ball game.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what happened, man.
Sometimes players just got to make a play. Coach isn't out there. You just got to take it by the reins, man.
He is a G.
There you go. Derek in the chat says Williams taking Nixon to a steak dinner tonight. You got that right, Bob. You got that right. So, all right, that's it, guys. Chalk talk. Green Bay 28, Chicago 21. How'd you win the ball game? You won the middle 8, 7-3. You tied the turnover differential 1-1. Yeah, a lot of cool plays in between. The big takeaway I had was when the game's on the line, think player, not play. That player was Josh Jacobs down the stretch. That dude is not going to be denied in the fourth quarter. Make a mental note of that image right there for the near future. Also, Matt getting back to his bread and butter with the slot cross concept down the stretch. And, it's just it was a fun one to watch, man. It's one of those things, too. If you said, man, a good quarterback like Jared Goff probably makes way more plays than Caleb does in the passing game. Completely agree. But Jared Goff doesn't extend those plays with his legs outside, right? If Caleb Williams could play quarterback like Jared Goff, but have his versatility, his mobility, all that stuff, his arm talent, Caleb Williams would be dangerous. But right now, man, he's just he does not know how to play quarterback at the NFL level. Just doesn't. So hopefully he never does. But anyway, anything else, boys? What was y'all's big takeaway? Anything y'all want to add before we wrap up here?
Belt to ass when it mattered the most in this game. That's my takeaway. I also saw it in the chat here. Who do we have here?
Chat's been on fire tonight. I love the
I just saw it. Where'd it go? Oh, here we go. Is it Doug? I think it might have been Doug's comment here. Yeah, Doug says it in the chat, nails it. Not a coach, not a scheme, just a player making a play. That's what it is right there. That's Keyshawn, knowing what the hell's going on, looking for work, like you said, Clay.
Yeah. And Bill Belichick quote, players win them and coaches lose them. That's what he always said. Right. There you go.
Yep.
And Keyshawn, an undrafted free agent, like making $6 million a year.
Yeah. Not bad for a kick returner, huh?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Emilio, you got anything, bub?
Just a great game. That was a great win. It just one of those that just felt great and happy. Great week. We're gonna, keep on it, get through the Broncos, and we're right back to it. Got another battle in our hands. A lot of tape to learn from. A lot of things that they're going to try to do. What can Hafley do to stop those rollouts, or at least sort of contain them, right? And that's just Jordan Love, Matt LaFleur got to keep cooking. Well, Matt, I think that puts Matt at 21-4 in the month of December in his career. So we'll keep those numbers cranking, and we'll just leave it to Matty Ice to run this.
Yeah, it's a December to remember, baby. Bates says, shout out to the gifted memberships. Thank you so much for pointing that out, Bates. Chester Marco, thank you for gifting 5 Packer Fan Total Access memberships. So that's 5 live viewers tonight that got gifted a membership. We're going to be doing a giveaway tomorrow, an autographed Jordan Morgan rookie card. We'll be giving that away. Anybody who's a member on YouTube, a member on our Patreon group, patreon.com/Packer Fan Total Access. We just put everybody's name on a wheel spinning at the end of the show, and I give away a piece of my personal memorabilia stash here.
Can't wait.
Just a way to, you're not going to win, Emilio. Stop it. This grifter over here, unbelievable. So, all right, guys, appreciate everybody hanging out. We had a bunch of people in here. Thank you all so much for hitting that like button. If you would, hit it if you haven't already on your way out the door. We'll see y'all tomorrow, 6 p.m. Central for PTA Live. I may do an earlier show as well, but tomorrow on tap, we're going to start diving into some of the rankings. I'm going to update the PTA power rankings. We'll get a good look at where Denver sits. Newsflash, they're going to be towards the top. And the Packers up there as well. I think we had them in the number 4 spot last week. So I think we had the Packers in the 4 spot, the Bears in the 12 spot. The point spread was 6.5 points. The Packers covered that by 0.5 point. So Vegas was all over that. It's going to be a lot of fun to start to dive into this Denver Broncos game, man. It's probably going to be chilly out there in Denver. Maybe we'll get a little snow. I love the fact that the Packers are going out there this year because who knows how long that stadium is going to be open. I think they're going to a dome soon too. So
I heard it might actually be not so chilly. It might be like mid-30s out there. It might be a little temperate, but
might be not so cool.
Yeah, not so cool. There you go.
Did there? And how can we
gold.
just say?
Love it, Emilio. Gold.
Last thing, how about Jordan Love going out there with no sleeves? They asked him about on the McAfee show, and he, you got to go no sleeves in the cold. Like I was like, That's what I'm talking about. Now they did ask him.
McAfee was like, "You seem to be enjoying yourself out there," and he's like, "Nobody said I enjoyed it."
I hate it, but still goes no sleeves. I love that, man.
Same with the receivers, right? That's the rule. They go no sleeves.
Yep.
That's pretty cool, man. So, and Jordan had a good game. Other than that, like I said, two bad plays. Other than that, I would have gave him a +2 on just about everything. I really feel like he played really well. So, all right, guys, everybody have a good night. We'll see y'all tomorrow. My name's Clayton. That's Emilio. That's Tim. This is PTA. Go Pack, go.
Here we go.
We're out. Bye, guys.